Hello everybody, welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2021, and we are Chelsea full manual, and we are going to take on Porto in the Champions League. It's what we've been waiting for, a Champions League game, and it's very, very exciting, isn't it? It's very exciting. It's exciting. It's exciting. I might just call this episode exciting. I probably won't. I'll probably call it something a little bit better than that. But yeah, there's not much to discuss. Obviously, deadline day was a little bit rubbish. In terms of that, we basically only bought in Osimhen, who we probably could have got a lot cheaper and done a lot earlier in the window. But oh well, that's what happens, isn't it? So you can't win them all. You can't get them all in place and everything sorted. And we're just finding our feet at Chelsea. But yeah, the team spirit's good. I do think we need to change onto counter attack, which significantly drops us by 9 team spirit, but at least there's lots of people up for today's game, which is good. Kepa, Zuma, Havertz, all up for the game, which is wonderful. Osimhen isn't quite up for it. I'm tempted to give him a start. I am tempted to start him over Werner, chuck him straight in the deep end, but maybe not to start. You never need goalkeepers on the bench, do you? So let's put him on the bench there. Marlon Luis Alberto is apparently going to start in central midfield. I think Kovacic may be the better. Well, I don't know. Luis Alberto does give us the boost. We'll start Abraham, Hudson-Odoi. We're actually going to play as well. We're going to start with... We're going to try and hit them on the counter and leave Havertz up there for a counter-attack. They're playing a 4-5-1, 4-3-2-1, which looks pretty defensive. We've got Kante in there as our captain at the moment because he does give... I didn't mean to come out of that. He does give a boost to fatigue at the moment. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Luis Alberto, Havertz. No, I don't think anyone else gives us a boost. So I might go for Kante because the boost in terms of fitness and stamina is very useful. It's very, very useful. Now, I've got Emerson at left back. Is that actually who I want at left back? Chilwell's right down. We're gonna put Mendy in there. It's the same chemistry, or team spirit, sorry, it's not FIFA. But yeah, I think we're ready to go. We're gonna be at Stamford Bridge for our first ever game in the Champions League in this series. I'm excited. I am excited. So I've said I'm excited enough, and part of it is to hear that anthem in the background. I'm hoping it comes across, but at a pretty low volume, as Eden Hazard's simply incredible. There you go, it says on the ball. So it is Stamford Bridge. There you go. And the Champions League anthem rings out. The Champions League banners are there. Look at these mods, people. They are absolutely incredible. We're in the Champions League kits for Chelsea as well, because these aren't the Premier League kits. I'm really, really impressed with these mods. The Virtue Red mod is ridiculously good. And it's going to be a Champions League show. I feel like this is the game it's going to click for us, and then everything from here is going to be cracking. As this is the anthems. There they go. There's Romario Barrio, the number 21 there, a very good player for Porto, very highly rated in real life as well. Central midfielder, I'm pretty sure. Kante gets to lead the Ruud Gullit era into the Champions League, which is great. And we will obviously after this go through and check to see how Crystal Palace have done and everything like that. But it looks good, doesn't it? It does look good. We got a good lineup. We've got a good lineup today. Timo Werner there. Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham is really tall. I might push Abraham in the middle and put Werner out to the right hand side. As the team there posing for their photo in the Champions League, which is great to see. It's great to see. And there we go. This is the Champions League. Kepa, James, Rudiger, Zuma, Mendy, Kante, Havertz, Luis Alberto, Abraham, Werner, and Hudson-Odoi. Starting on there. A pretty good bench for us as well. I'm pretty happy with the bench we've got. And Porto are lining up with Claudio Ramos, Adawi's, Montana, Diego Lietti, Lanucci, Felipe Anderson, Sakira, Fabio Vieira, Sergio Oliveira, Romario Barro, and Marega as well. Now, Diego Lietti, for those that are following the Maribor save, he's the centre-back we've signed in Maribor. Spoilers. But there is Rudiger. There is Porto player. I think that's Oliveira. And the game is going to get underway. So We've kicked off. We're underway. We're excited on Arena Sports 1. Reece James just trying to go around Felipe Anderson, ex West Ham. Obviously he moved on loan to Porto with a view for a permanent deal as well. As Reece James should be getting that bet. Anderson is blocked by Zuma. Reece James can go straight up the line to Abraham, who has Werner. It's Kai Havertz, actually, who's made a darting run outside. Keep going, Reece James. Keep going. Keep going. That's it. Reece James on the ball. Swings across it. Oh, that was heading for Timo Werner. I probably would have missed, but it was heading for Timo Werner. Up you get, Kante. That'll do. Reece James. Oh, it's all a bit scrappy to start. Zanussi picks up the ball for Porto. Diego Lietti into Sergio Oliveira. Around the corner. Out to Fabio Vera. Marega. Philippe Anderson sprints it out to Idaus, who... That is terrible control. So we have just made that change very, very quickly to move Timo Werner out to the right-hand side of the front three and put Abraham through the middle. Just because I feel like Abraham's height... I do like to play wide and get some crosses in, although we're going to go through the middle here. And Kai Havertz is going to pick this up in a wonderful piece of space. Oh, what a save. What a save. And Kai Havertz, that's when he can come alive. It's a good effort. It's a decent save. 7 minutes in. Reece James into Luis Alberto, who's... Luis Alberto's got to impress to curry favour with us now. Good save. And cleared behind for a corner. Keeper gives the thumbs up. Captain for the day as Reece James is over this one. I really need to change free kick and corner takers in the game. But right, Luis Alberto, what you got? What you got? Fires it across. Doesn't quite beat the first man. And we need Benjamin Mendy to put a foot in. He actually gets held off the ball very well. Philippe Anderson can go backwards to Segeria, who again tries to play it out to Idaus. Idaus on that far side. Oh, he's outpaced Kante. He's got some pace behind him, this guy. That's going to be a foul, isn't it? Yeah, it was. Damn it. So Idaus showed his pace and won the free kick. Fabio Vieira over the ball. Looks to swing it in. And, well, Mendy and Rudiger sort of getting each other away. Rudiger does put his foot through it there just to clear his lines. Sergio Oliveira. Philippe Anderson lays that one back to Zanussi, who's just held up by Kai Havertz. Zanussi's giving him a bit of the old roundabout and the run around. As, well, he's holding off two players here, Zanussi. What great strength that is as Kepa makes a good catch there and tries to get Chelsea moving very quickly as Werner will pick this ball up into a bit of space. Timo Werner waiting for options and he's managed to hold off Philippe Anderson, which is good. Reece James all the way across to Luis Alberto. Back to Kante, into Mendy. Mendy up to Luis Alberto again. Hudson-Odoi tries to flip that one in towards Werner and Diego Lietti. That's a very, very good defensive header. Starting to string the passes together though, aren't we? We're starting to get the feel of it with this Chelsea team and I like it. Reece James invited forward again by Mendy. And, oh, wow, that's a good tackle from Anderson. James actually lost his footing as he was trying to make that pass and Romario Barrio could be in. Marega lays that one back to Philippe Anderson. It sort of missed everybody. Barrow again. Sergio Oliveira just about sneaks that ball past N'Golo Kante. And Kante is just running for days. His energy is ridiculously good. That was a dangerous cross. Flew right across the 6-yard box and then Kepa tried to throw it out towards Mendy and got the throw out all wrong as Luis Alberto dinks that one out to Reece James. He nods it into Kai Havertz. Sees the run of Abraham. Abraham just holds the ball up and he's actually been forced wide. He's got Reece James on the overlap. Back heel into his path, but Zanussi is back there again defending. And you've got to say, Porto have defended pretty well in this game so far. Reece James is still very high up the pitch and needs to get back because Timo Werner covers him a little bit defensively. And Zanussi and Diego Lietti just playing the ball between themselves at the moment. Zanussi's sort of running into a bit of a cul-de-sac here and Werner stole the ball but couldn't keep it in. And Fabio Vieira has got into a bit of space. Zuma's got to come and meet him. And again, the Porto players showing good pace to try and get in behind this line as Fedorovic puts it out to Barrow. He goes back to Segeria in Idaus. Where did I say Fedorovic from? I'm pretty sure they don't have anybody called Fedorovic. Idaus on the ball. Back to Oliveira. Tries to go for a 1-2. Zuma can see that one out. Easy there. Easy. 27 minutes gone. 0-0. We've been the better team, definitely. FC Porto keeping a bit of possession here, just working it around pretty well. But again, they get to the final third and don't really seem to have any ideas. They seem to get to this position and just lack an idea of what they're doing. And they are setting their stall out more to defend. You'd imagine if they come away from Stamford Bridge with a 0-0 and a clean sheet, they'd be very, very happy as Kante Was a little bit too strong on Felipe Anderson there. The ex-Premier League player wins a free kick for the Portuguese club. And what can they do from this? Fabio Vieira to swing it in. Luis Alberto against Romario Barrio, who does turn. And, well, tries to turn. And eventually actually can't get it away. Reece James's clearance is just overhit for Timo Werner. But it was a good clearance out of trouble. Zanussi into Barrow. Zanussi can't keep that one in. Goal kick. Werner into Abraham. Abraham to Werner, and it's just, again, just the pass is lacking in the final third. Both teams really have been lacking when it comes to the final third of the opposition half. Fabio Vieira into Sequeira. Out to Adals again, and Porto have not been afraid to chuck up their fullbacks into attack as Mendy gets done for pace, and Adals puts a cross in, and whoa, I think it might have hit the post and gone behind. It is a goal kick as we approach close to the end of the first half. And Ruud Gullit isn't going to be happy at all with this. Hudson-Odoi into Luis Alberto up towards Abraham. Just managed to flick it on to Havertz. Round the corner to Timo Werner. Once again, Reece James gives him an option. Looks to ping. Oh, I've got the cross all wrong, but it's gone towards goal. I thought we might get a bit lucky, but we didn't. Hudson-Odoi in a bit of space. The first time we've really seen it on this side. Great overlapping run from Mendy, but couldn't keep it in. It was a good delivery, actually, into the box. First one I've done that's a good delivery, but couldn't keep the blooming ball in, could I? As their goalkeeper goes long. Zuma can get his body in the way of it. Timo Werner's there. Looks to go up towards Abraham. Knocks that back nicely to Luis Alberto. Infield to Kante. It's just getting a little bit congested in the middle there. We might have to spread the players out for a few better options, as Marega has just battered his way past Zuma. Sequeira out to Fabio Vieira as the half draws to a close. Adals over the ball, holds off Mendy, who I've not been too impressed with, to be honest. Marega shoots from range. It's deflected. It was looping, but Kepa will get this one away. Looking up towards Abraham. It's a great kick out, to be honest, and Havertz couldn't get onto it, but it's 0-0 at half time here. First game of the Champions League. It has been a bit disappointing. Only one shot on target each. And two shots in the whole game, one each. Dreadful. So no changes for the home team as the second half gets underway. It doesn't look like there's any for the away team either. So the second half gets underway with the same 22 players on the pitch. Let's see if one of the current 22 can make a difference, or is it going to need a substitute to cause the breakthrough, as Zanussi has it on that far side. Felipe Anderson's got up the line against Rudiger, who has impressed Ruud Gullit. Ruud Gullit was talking about him in the press recently, and everybody missed that. And, well, Marega and Zuma are now in a race. Marega wins the race, but Zuma has the strength to deal with him. Abraham's dropped a little bit deep to come and pick this ball up. Timo Werner surely should have the pace to accelerate away, and a big gap has opened up for Timo Werner here. As he's still going, Werner tries to lay it off. Hudson-Odoi, I was trying to flick that back into the path, but the defender deflected it behind. Great counter-attack. That's what we want to see a little bit more of. Ruud Gullit, look at him. He's enjoying life. He's like, yes, that's what we want. A bit more of that. Timo Werner came forward, and I put this into Hudson-Odoi. Well, to be fair, I had absolutely rifled that return pass to Werner. But it does, well, take a deflection, a block, and we managed to win a corner. There is a substitution there for Porto. I didn't see who it was, I was changing the corner taker, but Luis Alberto tries to fire this one in, and again it's there. It's going to fall to Mendy with a rifled volley over the bar. Terrible effort. What was I thinking? So substitution then for Chelsea as Victor Osimhen, the famous number 6, comes on for Tammy Abraham up front. The debutant is going to be playing, signed on the deadline day. And sometimes I start a sentence and I just don't know where it's going to go. So that's what happened there. Zuma is challenging for the header. He gets beaten in the air by Marega, but Luis Alberto is there to pick it up. Mendy tries to give one up towards Osimhen. Not known for his heading, but he's done very well to win that one. He's trying to just fool the AI into kind of make a tackle, but Kante with a great challenge. That was the confusion of when you've got too many people in a similar spot. It's meant for Havertz. Osimhen thought it was meant for him. Luis Alberto into Osimhen. Hudson-Odoi out to Havertz. Reece James tries to ping a cross in from deep, but it's blocked and will take the throw in. Osimhen getting involved in the game early doors. Definitely. Kante. Over to Luis Alberto. Again, it's just a little bit congested. I'm going to have to open up the space, I think. Reece James looking for Werner, but not the best pass. Although he'll get a second opportunity to ping this one in to Osimhen. Oh, I was hoping that Oliveira would fall for the dummy again. They could be in behind, though. Zuma, I hope you've got pace. Marega, he's up against Kepa. Oh, great defending from Zuma. Kepa, I bought Kepa out. He's pretty slow off his mark, let's be honest. Kante. Oh, what a ball. What a ball into Kai Havertz. And what a touch from Havertz. Oh, they're just getting these last-ditch tackles in as Kante picks it up again in midfield. Luis Alberto sees a lot of space for Mendy to run into. Mendy back in field towards Luis Alberto. Up to Kante. Kante on one more to Reece James. Reece James into Havertz. Havertz on one more. Callum Hudson-Odoi slid. Got the shot off, but 60 minutes gone, an hour gone. We still can't find that breakthrough. We're getting the shot count up, just not on target. We're not testing the goalkeeper enough. Diego Lietti out to Zanussi again for Porto. Reece James very well in, but couldn't then pick up the ball. We got the ball and it all got stuck under everybody's feet. Marega, oh, what a ball that is to Fabio Vieira. But again, Chelsea defenders are alive to danger today. Zuma, up it goes. Hudson-Odoi, that's a good pass into Luis Alberto. Tries to feed a ball through for Timo Werner. Was asking a lot to get that one right. And Diego Lietti has the ball for Porto, and Porto happy just to maintain this bit of possession at the back and have a bit of the ball. They haven't had too much of it today. Reece James, that's a great header. Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz still coming forward with it. Uses Osimhen as a bit of a dummy. In towards Kante. Oh, Montaner. What an interception that was. He had to get that one. As Rudiger's going to have to help out Reece James here because Zanussi's got the wrong side of him. But it's brought lots of space for Barrow. Barrow's in and Kante. Great defending that sort of Kante's become famous for, really. As that defensive, hard-working, just mopping everything up, getting in the way of everything when he can. Felipe Anderson knocks it out. Well left there to find Edoes. Goes back towards Zanussi. Timo Werner wins the header. Osimhen, he's got Hudson-Odoi making a great run, and Hudson-Odoi's got the pace to get in behind. Hudson-Odoi dinks it over the keeper, and it's a goal! Our first one in the Champions League. Hudson-Odoi is the man who gets it, and he's not really celebrating. Yes, he is. And Hudson-Odoi celebrates with Timo Werner. A wonderful pass from Osimhen to get his first assist for the club, and it was a great run through. The keeper committed early to coming out. It was just a little scoop over him. 1-0. Absolutely love it. Callum Hudson-Odoi gets our first goal in the Champions League. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff. I'm absolutely delighted. So delighted. I'll give myself the hiccups. But it is 1-0. And yes, happy as Guedes. Roger Guedes is going to come on to replace Marega for FC Porto. So a change up front for the Portuguese team. But you'd imagine Chelsea, with a 1-0 lead, are going to be very, very happy, and they should be able to repel, you'd imagine, anything Porto throw at them. They haven't really been tested so far in this game, as that's looking dangerous now. Vieira, he's got lots of space out here. Kante's going to have to cover Mendy. That's a ball in. There's a header, and just as I say, he's offside. He's offside. That's all right. I was going to say it looked like Zuma gave up. So normally when they give up, it is offside. But well, at least that's kept us on our toes. Mendy up the line to goal scorer Callum Hudson-Odoi. Looks in towards Osimhen. Flicks it on one more. Oh, it's just behind Kai Havertz again. Just those final little passes. Zuma. Superb. Well, I was going to say superb header, but we didn't actually get on the end of it. So, Edoes into Fabio Vieira. Porto again. Actually, not changing too much from their tactic of keeping possession. Kai Havertz. Diego Lietti. Zanussi, Romario Barrow, Felipe Anderson round the corner to Roger Guedes, who thought he had got an equaliser for Porto straight after Chelsea's goal. Felipe Anderson up against Reece James, puts that ball in. Oh, just past the sliding effort there as Mendy gets it away to Osimhen, who can flick that one on towards Timo Werner, and Chelsea have got men over here as Werner Looks to play in Havertz, Diego Lietti. Great interception. That's why I've signed him for Maribor. Zanussi just beats Reece James to the ball. Tries to put a cross in. Kurt Zouma is there to get it away. Luis Alberto looks for Timo Werner, who can't quite get his head on the ball. And Chelsea are starting now to get tired at the back. Reece James is looking fatigue as Roger Guedes gets, around the wrong side of Luis Alberto. But that's a great clearance from Kepa. As Kai Havertz brings this down. Was he caught late? No, he wasn't. Referee says play on, and nothing happening there. 7 minutes to go. Chelsea are waiting to get some subs on, as they do have some tired legs. Montaner. That's not a good pass. Luis Alberto can challenge for it, but not win it, as Roger Guedes tries to get in behind. Kepa does well. 5 minutes to go. Kante with a good-looking pass towards Timo Werner, in towards Kai Havertz. Going to be a race between Havertz and Zanussi, as Zanussi's done well, but I don't know where Diego Lietti was running and all of that. Radio Barrow, Felipe Anderson, all the way back. Oh, it's been intercepted by Osimhen. Oh, that is such a lucky challenge, and now I've pulled Rudiger out. Got to track that run. He's offside, but they've gone in towards Grujic, and Grujic has put it through to Fabio Vieira, and Zouma is trying to get there. Great save from Kepa. I know he's had his critics in the past, but that's a fantastic save, although he's got back and saved that one as well. Great play, Kepa. Porto starting to launch the kitchen sink at this Chelsea team as Mendy switches it around. Kante lets it run towards Reece James, up towards Timo Werner, but again, not a very good pass. Felipe Anderson gets there ahead of Kante. Roger Guedes, who has caused some trouble since coming on, and Kante should have a bit of stamina now. Roger Guedes into Fabio Vieira. Good save, Kepa. At least Chelsea can get their subs on now. So double change for Chelsea. Finally, the subs who have been warming up for a while can come on. And it's Kovacic on to replace Luis Alberto in the middle, and Christensen on to replace Reece James. But that means Zouma moves to right back, and Christensen will sit in the centre-back position. Diaz up against Mendy. Diaz does well, twisting and turning, gets it back in towards Carassa. Porto again, not rushing the chance. Olivier Kovacic. Grujic on the ball, up against Kovacic, and it goes to Caressa again, Sergio Oliveira. And we've played 95 minutes, and there was 2 minutes of time apparently added on. So you'd imagine this will be a win for Chelsea once it's cleared, and it is! It wasn't brilliant, but it is a win in the Champions League. A 1-0 win against FC Porto. Absolutely delighted with that. 4 shots for Porto, all on target. 5 for Chelsea, 2 on target, 1 of which went in the net, and that is the crucial scoreline of 1-0 Chelsea. Hudson-Odoi is your man of the match. So then other results around the ground. Bayern Munich have beaten Celtic. Olympique Marseille beat Manchester City as well. We won 1-0. Liverpool won 3-1. Let's go and see. Crystal Palace lost 1-0 to Juventus. They put up a good fight, but they did end up losing to Juventus, and Real Madrid win 4-1. Man United drew 2-2 with Bayer Leverkusen. So we are currently second in the group behind Anderlecht. So not the team I thought that would have been top. But next up is Southampton, which should be a very interesting game, to be honest. So we've got some scout reports, and James Maddison has been found in England. Who's he currently playing for? If it's still Leicester, that's pretty reasonable. Man City. I'd highly doubt they would sell him to Chelsea. I mean, the whole scouting system is terrible in PES. There's a lot of things that are terrible in PES. There's a lot of things that are very, very good about PES. But right, I'm going to sort out this team. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to go with Mendy in goal, Reece James, Rudiger, Zouma and Emerson at the back. Jorginho is going to come in, then Kante. Jorginho, I think, does prefer to be a defensive midfielder, but we don't get any sort of boost for that, so we'll keep him in there as just a central midfielder. Eze, Barbosa and Osimhen are all going to start, so all of our new signings are going to start, and Hudson-Odoi keeps his place on the left wing. On the bench, we're going to have Kepa, Havertz, Mendy, Kovacic, Mount, Marlon and Tomori, so if we just switch those over and switch those over, it's in positional order, which is very nice for my OCD. But Southampton, McCarthy, Walker-Peters, Bednarek, Salisu and Ashley Young is there as a 74 rated player. Diallo, Lamina, Armstrong, Redmond, Adams and Ings. A good team. So on their left, that'll be our right. Barbosa could be in for a good day. You never know. So here we are then, it's back-to-back home games for Chelsea. The Champions League win against FC Porto was previous, and this is Chelsea v Southampton in the Premier League. Ashley Young captaining the team today for Southampton as Jorginho back in the team as captain for this one at Stamford Bridge. It seems to be Ruud Gullit doesn't quite know his best starting 11 yet. It's chopping and changing quite a lot of the time, but let's see how the game unfolds, and we're just about ready for kickoff. And here we go as Victor Osimhen in the starting lineup for the first time, as is Gabriel Barbosa and Eze, all the new signings for this summer window. And well, Chelsea could be off to an absolute flyer. Hudson-Odoi just got his shot wrong, but wow, that was Osimhen from kickoff into Barbosa, into Reece James into Eze, and Eze into Hudson-Odoi. And wow, Chelsea started very quick, just couldn't bend it, hit it too straight. Great start. Armstrong's got a bit of space on the right-hand side, up against Emerson, flicks the ball in. Danny Ings with a header. What a header, what a goal. And out of nothing, Southampton have got the lead, and it's Danny Ings. What a super... I don't think I've ever seen the AI do a header like that, where he's looped it over the goalkeeper. That's a ridiculously good header. It's a cross in, and Danny Ings was just coming in late free, and well, Mendy's had a shocker in goal, isn't he? He's an absolute shocker. And, well, the home team find themselves 1-0 down early on after having a very good opportunity straight from kickoff. So, let's see how the rest of the game unfolds. And, of course, that is going to mean Southampton will try and sit back and hold on to this lead as Osimhen is offside from that. And, yeah, it's going to be hard to break them down now. I cannot believe that one in. I thought he had got the header all wrong, and it was a lovely finish in the end. McCarthy is going to take this goal kick long. Kante is underneath it, but can only head it straight to Lamina. Referee says no foul for the challenge on Kante. Eze picks up the loose ball, picks up to Barbosa. Gabriel Barbosa, the two ex-Palace players linking together. Hudson-Odoi can't quite get on the end of that one. Danny Ings, Armstrong, back to Bednarek, and for a minute there I thought Southampton were just going to play a bit of keep ball, but they didn't go for that. Hudson-Odoi, Barbosa. Nice back heel into the path of Jorginho. Osimhen, Hudson-Odoi. Oh, he's just going to try and lay that across. I probably should have shot. I was going to try and lay that across, but it was a good bit of defending. Reece James is our best corner taker for this one. So, Reece James on it. Tries to swing it in, and it's headed away at the near post. Reece James will let that go out for a throw and get back on with the game straight away. Emerson tries to fling an early cross in. I don't know what I was thinking there. It's kept alive. Ooh, nearly given away to Shea Adams. Kante. We just need to show a little bit of patience now. Jorginho jumps around the tackle of Lamina and then didn't have too much on. So Reece James will try and put this one in towards Eze. Walker-Peters with a good header away. Reece James up against Lamina. Does get past him but can't quite get the cross off. Reece James puts it in towards the back post, and easy for Diallo that one. Emerson gives it to Hudson-Odoi out wide. Hudson-Odoi up against Walker-Peters. Watch the ball. Great challenge. And yeah, it's going to be so difficult to break Southampton down now as Eze will pick up this ball. He holds off Lamina. Barbosa flicks that one into Osimhen. Osimhen's gone a bit wide. It's into the side netting. Good effort, but into the side netting. Kante into Eze. Eze turned lovely into Barbosa. Just dinked it round the corner. And Osimhen, that first touch just took him a bit wide, but positive signs from the new boy. Hudson-Odoi trying to tease Walker-Peters in to a challenge. Actually decides against doing any more of that and tries to lay it off to Emerson, who was looking for Jorginho running in on the edge of the box, but that was not very well worked from the position we were in. Armstrong. Out there again. Rudiger with a very good defensive header. Osimhen out to Jorginho. Jorginho into Eze. Eze back through to Osimhen. Gets away from one tackle but runs into trouble with Diallo. And again, it's just Southampton crowding the midfield as Redmond looks to bring this one away. Ashley Young, who we haven't seen too much of, the Southampton captain. Shea Adams up against Rudiger. Easily got around that tame challenge as Shea Adams gets it back. And Danny Ings has already shown how deadly he can be in the air, but Emerson this time marshals him better than he did for the goal as Armstrong out to Walker-Peters, gets it back from Walker-Peters. Armstrong, and it was a good block on it, and Kante can pick this up. Jorginho tried to lay that one wide to Barbosa. It did get there in the end. Barbosa, a sin. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, Bednarek. What a header. What a header. What a bastard. Shay Adams has flicked that on really well to Redmond, who's cut inside. He fooled Reece James quite easily there. But the Englishman got back. Well, they're both English, but Reece James got back and ended up getting in the way quite well. Emerson comes forward with this one. See, look how deep Southampton are already. It's 11 men behind the ball here. Jorginho up to Reece James. Eze round the corner to Osimhen. Again, I'm turning back into trouble. Why do I keep doing that? I know I can shield the ball. I know Osimhen has got some strength. I know we've bought him mainly for his pace, but he does have the strength. This is better. Much better from Chelsea. Reece James. Oh, it's a blocked on a shot. That's so irritating. Just left it that little bit too late. Shay Adams trying to bring it away for Southampton. Redmond. Good pressure from Reece James. Chelsea, we need to keep the pressure up high. The offside? No, he's not. Rudiger can't get there either. Ashley Young. Got a ball through there, and he's picked out Nathan Redmond really well. And Chelsea are sort of at 6s and 7s at the back here, but Rudiger shows his strength. Great challenge. Eze. Ugh. I feel like we're not showing our full potential. I know I can play better than this. And 2, I feel like it is disappointing when the AI just sits back with whichever team they are. I mean, Southampton would do that in real life, wouldn't they? If they got a 1-0 lead away at Stamford Bridge, they probably would sit back and just try use the counter attack. And that's an absolutely fabulous ball out. Whoever played that, Redmond has got plenty of space. Surely he's going to try and pick across. No, he's going to try and go on his own. Oh, that was a good challenge. Reece James, that's a terrible clear. Why do I do that as well? Why do I try and pass the ball out in those sort of really tough situations? Kante up against, or Armstrong up against Kante, I should say. Walker-Peters cuts that back into Armstrong again. There's another cross. Ings with another header. This one's over the bar. 10 minutes till half time, and Southampton having the much better of the chances. Emerson in a bit of space. Knocks it and runs in front of him. Walker-Peters is going to get there though, and actually does cover it really well. It's cleared away. Danny Ings, who's dropping deep to come and pick the ball up and to release Shay Adams as the last man, really. As Armstrong's managed to keep that away from Zuma. Walker-Peters. Armstrong again into Danny Ings, whose goal is the difference at the moment. Walker-Peters. Armstrong linking up well on that side. Kante came charging in. I've got to be a little bit more disciplined, I think, as well. As Shay Adams got the wrong side of Reece James. It's 2-0. 2 crosses into the box from Armstrong. 2 headed goals for Southampton. I am not defending very well in this game. I feel like I defended well against Porto. This game, I'm a bit all over the shop. Okay, I've had some good patient play here to get Reece James in a really good position. And Ashley Young blocks the corner. Blocks the cross for a corner. And Reece James on this one. Let's try and do a different sort of technique. Looped up into the box. Emerson's there. It's bouncing around. Danny Ings back there defending. He's been bloody everywhere today, annoyingly. Alright, Reece James. Can he fire this one in towards the back post? It's a great ball to pick out Emerson. What are you doing, Emerson, you plonker? Eze with a good win in midfield. Osimhen, that is not a good pass. It's the only thing on manual, isn't it? You can't blame the AI because it passes exactly where you're aiming. Eze. Out to Osimhen. Osimhen they've just got so many men back there. It's so hard to break them down. And it's 2-0 Southampton. I can't believe we've got to change something at half time. That's been dreadful. So a change in the forward line for Chelsea as Marlon comes on to replace Gabriel Barbosa. Not really impressing on what is his first Premier League start for the club. And straight away Southampton could be in again here. Shay Adams holds off Zuma. And Shay Adams has done really well, but just held onto the ball for a bit too long. Zuma is still there, manages to toe poke it away. Marlon gives it to Eze. Back to Marlon again. You sort of feel like if we can't, we've got to break through them quickly. And Eze's been caught in the ball. Eze's passing has been really good in this game, but everything else has been a bit lacklustre from all the new signings. But even Osimhen. Osimhen's got into some good positions, but just loses the ball a bit too much. Right, we gang up on Redmond there pretty easily. Marlon on the ball. He should have the pace to get away from Lamina. Come on. Don't draw Zuma out. Oh no. I said don't draw him out, and I said I did, and Mendy, great save. I had to pull him out. He's much quicker off the line than Kepa. Marlon, back to Jorginho. Jorginho, you're so slow. Emerson, I've gone long looking for Marlon. Salisu's won that header. If it goes off, it's a corner, and it should be a corner. It is a corner. Right, again, we've changed from possession to counter-attack so that we can at least get people forward. Oh, Reece James, you are so bad at corners. Rudiger's going to get a free touch to bring that one down under zero pressure. Rudiger, Reece James, Jorginho, Eze. We play some good one-touch football when we get it moving. Jorginho scoops it up towards Eze. Can't win the header. Should be a corner again, and is. I mean, plenty of corners, just not doing anything with them. That's the problem. Who's really tall in this Chelsea team? I can't remember. Jorginho is. I think Hudson-Odoi is quite tall. Let's see if we can get a little near post flick on with Hudson-Odoi as it goes up. Hudson-Odoi is there. Eze. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to bring that down with Eze. Reece James. Just trying to create that little yard. Danny Ings puts in a tackle. 56 minutes gone, and we're still waiting on something to happen here. Jorginho flings it in. Hudson-Odoi. Ref! Just taken out. Nowhere near the ball. Oh, Che Adams could be in again. Great tracking back from Rudiger there to put a good challenge in up towards Marlon. That's a good touch. Jorginho. So there was a gap there for Kante to run into, and it just wouldn't pick the right sort of right area to go into. Che Adams picks out Danny Ings. I mean, these two up front together have been absolutely superb. Well defended, Reece James. Marlon. Kante picks it up. Oh, it's a terrible pass. Marlon up to Eze. Eze does fire it across goal, too close to McCarthy though. An hour gone, 2-0 still. Such a disappointing performance, and I just don't know. I feel it's the right decision, I think, to join Chelsea, and I feel like you've got to remember how slow we started with Crystal Palace. But we'll get there. Marlon, Jorginho, Kante, Hudson-Odoi, Osimhen. Oh, there are just so many of them back. Kante, Emerson flicks it out to Reece James. I didn't mean for that to happen, obviously. Oh, Nathan Redmond putting in a great tackle. Come on, Rudiger. Keep this pressure on. Rudiger, Kante, Eze. Got Reece James there. Reece James, corner again. This is the most corners we've ever had in a game. Right, let's come out of that. We need to send the centre-backs up. We'll just let those players switch places. So Zuma and Rudiger now coming up for this one. Right, Kurt Zuma, let's get your head on this, lad. Come on. Reece James, in it goes towards Zuma. Zuma flicks it on Osimhen. Oh, what a save from McCarthy. Great reactions there from the goalkeeper. Rudiger. There it goes, Emerson. Jumps around the challenge. Emerson still going. Flicks it into Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi. Oh, it's trying to cut that back across goal. We're going to keep that in if we can. We do. Emerson. Kante. Looks to flick it over. That was a bit too elaborate there. But again, it's just... we are making the chances. Kante, flick that. Oh, that's such a bad pass. It was meant to go to Reece James. Kante. I've seen the run there of Eze. It's actually gone towards Marlon, who... I mean, he's up against Ashley Young, who's not known for his aerial prowess. Danny Ings. Back to Walker-Peters. Lemina. Salisu. Bednarek. And now look at Southampton playing a bit of keep ball. As they go long, Rudiger should beat Che Adams in the air, surely, yes. Jorginho. Up it goes towards Marlon. Flick round the corner to Eze. Eze up against Ashley Young, and he's beaten him. Eze. He's got goal side. Eze. Oh, it's so annoying. And Eze, that's his final piece of play as Kai Havertz comes on to replace him. That is frustrating. I thought I'd got the right place. Nathan Redmond's done really well. He's into the box. But Kai Havertz, fresh on the pitch. Lovely bit of defending that. Oh, bloody Lemina. He guesses every time I want to change direction. He's guessed, I think, 90% of the time he's got it right. Danny Ings. Oh, Che Adams is in acres of space. Kepa's out. It's another, not Kepa. Mendy's out. It's another fantastic save. Reece James is absolutely shagged, but I don't have a right back on the bench. Right, come on. We need to go. 10 minutes to go. We need a goal now. Keep running in that gap. That's it. I mean, that's not really who I wanted that pass to go to, but Ashley Young using his experience and just knocking that one back. Reece James does really well to keep that in, so it can keep our momentum going. Jorginho. Kante. Oh, again, not the pass I wanted. It might just work out. I think that'll be our throw. It is. Come on. Come on. Absolutely all over them. Marlon. I think that was Marlon's head. It was Marlon's head. Acrobatic and a decent effort. Not enough. So another substitution. Hudson-Odoi off. Mason Mount on. He's been a bit of a forgotten man at Chelsea since Gullit came in. But let's see if Mason Mount can hold the key to unlock this Southampton defence. Here is Mason Mount. Up towards Kurt Zouma, who's been pushed forward into a more of an attacking role. Marlon tries to swing it across. Zouma can't get there. Reece James on it. Looks to swing the ball back in. Bednarak with a header away. Redmond. It's going to be a disappointing result, this one, for Chelsea. They would have earmarked this as a game to get their season really up and running. Rudiger. That's such a bad pass. And Shea Adams could be in. Mendy's come a long way. It's a fantastic tackle from the goalkeeper. Mason Mount on the ball. That's full manual, people. Full manual. Absolutely shocking this has been from me. I need to go away and take stock, because not only have I been running around like headless chickens chasing the ball, not defended this game. The Porto game, I feel like I defended well, I didn't attack well. This game, I feel like I've created a couple of chances, but the goals we've given away have just been absolutely shocking. Right, Zuma's up there somewhere. We need a goal. That's overhit. And easy for McCarthy, and that's going to be the game, you would say. As Redmond comes forward. Reece James absolutely out on his arse. Mendy needs to get it away. It's actually hit Rudiger. Kante is going to go long looking for Zouma again. Marlon running off the back of Salisu. We'll get one last corner. Yep, McCarthy can't keep it. And, well, our best chance has come from a corner, hasn't it? Where's big man Zouma again? There he is, Zouma. We'll go for the same again. Try and beat Danny Ings at the front post. Zouma flicks it on. Emerson can't get there. It's going to fall to Marlon with a shot. And, well, Mendy's out of his goal, but it's too little, too late. As, well, 2-0 loss at home to Southampton. I can only apologise to all of you guys watching. That was absolutely dreadful. Absolutely shocking, that. Woeful. Woeful. We've had the same amount of shots. They've just made theirs count. Just need to make this tick. Maybe it's a case of keeping the team spirit high with players that can do that. As Crystal Palace drew 0-0 with Brighton in the derby. But we find ourselves down in 16th. Palace in 16th as well. Joint 16th. Yeah, we need to start getting some wins on the board. Otherwise, we are going to be drifting away from the top of the table, which is really annoying. Right, we're going to play 2 games off camera and then come back for the next Champions League game, as Ziyech has had an offer from Valencia. So let's see what that is. If that's a lot of money, I could be open to selling him. 33. It's over his market value, so I could be keen for that. Let's see if we can get a big wedge of cash. I mean, 45 million? That might be asking a lot, but if they give us 45 million, I will sell him, definitely. Anyway, thank you for watching. We're going to play Brighton and Watford off camera, and then we're back for the big game against Barcelona at Camp Nou. So that'll be the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. 200 people away. We've got a month to get there. See you in the comment section. For now, I'm out. Cheers.